Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler with the OBX Wave Report, providing this video for you guys from Jeanette's Pier, looking at the south side as we have about 8 surfers catching these 1 to 2 foot swells rolling in off the North Atlantic Ocean. We've got pretty clean conditions here with a westerly wind blowing in the range of about 10 to 15 miles per hour. It is sunny, it is very warm. Temperatures right now in the lower 80s. Ocean water temperatures also warming up, mostly 68 up and down the Outer Banks, so getting near the 70 degree mark here in the Outer Banks. Water temperatures warming up, air temperatures warming up. It's feeling a lot like summertime. And up and down the Outer Banks, we've got 1, 2, 3 foot waves, depending on your location. Generally smaller and cleaner to the north, larger and choppier to the south. Mostly 1 to 2 foot on the east facing beaches. If you're going to find a 3 foot wave, it's probably down there in Frisco right about now. Alright, so let's look at some of the data provided by buoys, the National Weather Service, the Wave Watch 3 model, and the wave monitors, as well as spot observations. Yours truly. Right now at Oregon Inlet buoy, we got 2.6 foot and 12 seconds. That swell coming in out the east northeast at 50 degrees. True. Ocean water temperatures at the buoy 66.4 degrees Fahrenheit. At Nag's Head right now, we've got 1 to 2 foot and clean on the sets. As you can see, very flat in between sets. So you're waiting for your sets for some decent waves here. Primary swell out the east northeast at 1.4 foot and 10 seconds. West southwesterly winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Air temperatures 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 68. Low tide around 3 p.m. this afternoon, and high tide at around 9 p.m. this evening. At Rodanthe, we've got 1 to 2 foot waves and semi-clean conditions. A little bit bigger swell there at Rodanthe, east-northeast, and 1.5 foot and 10 seconds. Southwest winds at 15 to 17 miles per hour. Air temperature 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures also 68. And at Buxton, 2 foot and semi-clean with an east-northeast swell, a little bit larger once more at 1.7 foot and 10 seconds. Southwesterly winds blowing at 13 miles per hour. Air temperatures 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures also 68. And last of all at Frisco, 2 to 3 foot, slightly choppy. Water temperature nearing that 70 degree mark at 69 dudes. 69 dudes. Okay. Once again, water temperatures nearing 70 degree mark across the OBX for today. Our forecast is for 1 to 3 foot waves and clean to the north, fair to choppy to the south, depending on how far south you go. Winds right now and through the afternoon, now the west southwest at 10 to 17 miles per hour with the occasional higher gusts. We have a likely shower or thunderstorm this afternoon and evening, possibly severe, and a high temperature up and down the Outer Banks in the lower 80s, possibly toward the middle 80s as you get closer to your major land masses, as we've got a lot of heat building up over land right now. The only thing keeping us cool here in the Outer Banks is that water. All right, on Friday, 1 to 3 foot waves and clean to the north, fair to choppy to the south, similar to today. Westerly winds 10 to 17 miles per hour. Some clouds, highs in the lower 80s. Chance of a thunderstorm throughout the day as we get an approaching frontal system. And on Saturday, things get a little bit rough with some 3 to 5 foot waves and choppy conditions as those winds pick up from the north at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Those winds will tend to calm a bit as we get later into the day. Clouds and sun, highs in the upper 60s. And on Sunday, 2 to 4 foot and clean early with choppy conditions settling in later due to the winds. We've got west-northwest winds mostly out of the west early at 18 to 25 miles per hour. So some strong westerlies giving those relatively clean conditions. We might have some waves getting blown out there by those strong winds. And wind shifting to the north by surfing intensity for the most part, generating those choppy waves. High near 70 with those northerly winds, keeping things a bit cooler. And on Monday, 2 to 4 foot, clean to fair early, choppy later, with easterly winds very light at 3 to 8 miles per hour early, and shifting to the south later in the day, 10 to 22 miles per hour. Sunny with highs near 70. All right, so thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report. I'd like to give a shout out to all my fellow surf coaches at Real Water Sports. We've got quite the team of coaches at Real Water Sports down in Rodanthe. If you're looking for a surf lesson, stop by Real Water Sports today and book your lesson. We have the best team of coaches on the U.S. East Coast, led by the extraordinary, amazing, and legendary Jeff Carver. Real honor to work with him, and also an honor to work with and for the legendary Trip Foreman and Matt Nuzzo. So great team down there at Real Water Sports. Check us out. Now is the time to learn to surf. As you can see, the waves here in the Outer Banks are becoming a lot nicer, a lot easier, a lot more gentle. So if you want to get ready for the epic swells that we are going to experience later this summer, as we get a lot of storms likely to develop in the tropics later this year, come get your lessons now so you can be ready for the hurricane swell. What I will say about the swell over this past year is we have had amazing swell from late August all the way through to now. It has been a succession of storm swell after storm swell after storm swell, and for me, quite possibly the most fruitful year of surfing in my lifetime. So why miss out? If you are here in the Outer Banks, come get trained up by the best surf coaching team in the Outer Banks at Real Water Sports, and we'll get you equipped for everything you need in the Outer Banks, from skills to gear, all the necessary stuff. All right, and also, once again, I'd like to ask you guys to please do everything you can to help protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning, those impacts being rising sea levels, a little party wave action there, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. The primary solution to the climate crisis being the rapid deployment of clean energy. Rapidly deployable forms of clean energy are wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles. All right, so thank you for joining me once again for this Thursday, May the 9th session of the OBX Wave Report, as we watch another swell rolling in to Jeanette's Pier. I'm going to get out there and get in the lineup here with these guys and try and catch some little waves here on a little bit of a turn and burn lunch session for me after, oh my God, a big marathon, amazing marathon surf session with my buds yesterday. So get out there if you want to. Bring your fishes and your longboards and your small wave boards, your mini Simmons and all those things, and enjoy some fun little waves this afternoon. And once again, if you need some coaching, we've got the resources for you down there